This is not where I put my camera. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't lose it. My name is Emily Narrow, and I've always loved nature. I've always loved seeing wild animals. I usually try to record the wildlife I encounter. First in photographs, and now on film. I want to be a wildlife filmmaker. But the thing about wild animals, they don't really want to be filmed. They're shy. They don't like humans. They try to keep to themselves. The fact is, animals can see you, hear you, and smell you coming from a mile away. If I want photos and footage of wild animals, I need to stop thinking like a filmmaker and start thinking like a spy. This is a remote trail camera. It has an infrared sensor, and when an animal passes in front of that sensor, the camera snaps a photo. I learned about it from a website called Camera Trap Codger. The Camera Trap Codger, also known as Chris Wemmer, lives in the mountains of Northern California. He sets up remote camera traps and gets amazing photographs of wildlife. Could I get photos like his? Well, I do live in Bozeman, Montana, one of the most beautiful and wild places in the continental US. So I thought I'd give camera trapping a try. And what better place to start than my own backyard? Or technically, my neighbor's backyard. They have several wooded acres along a stream. It seems to be a popular site for deer. And there's even a beaver dam. This is a Hyperfire HC600, and it was loaned to me by the good folks at Reconyx. And I think I'm going to be setting it up here on this tree because right over this way is a deer trail, and I think that's going to be a great place to get some good photos. Setting up a camera trap in your backyard is a good start, but I think I'm ready for something a bit more challenging. I'm here at the Gallatin River Hideaway Ranch, where the owners have allowed me to set up 2 camera traps on their property. I've been here before, and I already have an idea of where I want to set up my cameras. I have here 2 Bushnell trophy cams, which were generously loaned to me by the Bushnell Corporation, and I'm going to be setting up the first one here, right by the river. And to attract the animal's attention, I'm going to be using this fox and coyote scent lure. It's probably the weirdest purchase I've ever made, but it should get the job done. And I'm off to set my last camera trap. This site is a little further downstream, and if you look around, you'll understand why I picked it. There are signs of beaver, beaver, and more beaver. And this time, I'm using something called beaver lure, the second weirdest purchase I've ever made. Test the camera. And I'm done. All I can do now is wait. Wait and worry about all the things that can go wrong. And believe me, a lot can go wrong. Your camera can be destroyed by rising floodwaters, vandals, and sometimes you just get blank photos. After 3 weeks, I couldn't wait any longer. I pulled the camera trap from my neighbor's backyard and checked the results. It made me even more curious to see what was on the last 2 cameras. So I'm really excited. I'm really nervous, but I'm really, really excited. We're here. Despite all the chewed stumps around this camera site, I didn't get any beaver photos. But I did get some great shots of deer. And some friendly fishermen. Now it was time to check the last camera. So the thing about this model is that I can actually see the results on the camera itself. As I watched through the videos one by one, my heart began to sink. They were blank. Each one was empty, just like the one right before it. I had 72 blank videos in a row. And then, lucky number 73 had given me some raccoons. And it went uphill from there. The raccoons came back over a couple different nights. And my good friends, the white-tailed deer, made several appearances. It was a wonderful and odd sensation. I had captured intimate portraits of wild animals, yet I was miles away when those images were taken. The camera traps allowed me to be there, even when I wasn't. I'll admit it, I'm hooked on camera trapping. Because you never know what you're going to find unless you take the time to look. In me, I found a new passion.